12 strangers have been locked in this house. There are no newspapers, no TV, no privacy. Once a week, they will vote to evict one of their own. In the end, the house guest who remains will win the $500,000 prize. Previously on Big Brother, Kent tried to get the men to join his alliance with Justin.
He's like, I think we got something going back here, bro.
Bunky decided to reveal the truth of his sexuality to some of his housemates.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
The women begin to bond, but Nicole rubbed some the wrong way. Will and Shannon could not hide their mutual attraction for each other.
You're absolutely beautiful, and I'm so attracted to you.
Good night, gorgeous.
Good night.
Meanwhile, Cheryl adopted the role of house mom, and while Krista and Monica laid low, Mike, in his new role as head of household, faced a hard decision to select the first two nominees for eviction.
I nominate you, Nicole, and I nominate you, Cheryl.
Which of these women can successfully convince the house guests that she should remain in the Big Brother house? Find out tonight on Big Brother 2.
Yeah, I did. That's
Right, it's all about
I just had that little emotional where it had.
We saw your little toot.
This next week is going to be absolute and total hell for me. I am so not looking forward to it. I'm hating it. I feel like I'm going to die. I just don't want to be here.
You okay?
I'm fine. I knew he was going to nominate me.
You did?
Yep.
How did you know?
I just knew he would. He didn't have eye contact with me all day long.
You all right, Tuffy?
After the nominations, when everybody was coming up to hug me, what each one of them said to me was, we love you very much, don't worry.
Don't worry, there's no chance.
I feel a little bit empty, hurting for Nicole.
It's not that I've resigned myself, they've resigned me. I just want them to know that I will not give up my ethics or who I am to, basically to whore myself. I'm just going to do what I've been doing. Pull people aside, have one-on-ones with them, tell them how I feel, and hopefully that will be enough to maybe bring some people around. I'm sorry you have to sit here with me, but it's making me feel a lot better than going out there.
I don't have to sit here with you. I'm choosing to.
That you are. I appreciate it.
If I were in your position, what my best play would be to like knock everyone's socks off and act like absolutely nothing happened, that nothing.
Well, that's what I
changed.
tried to do. I tried to go outside and sit down and hang out and not go hide or anything,
Right.
But if I would have jumped in that jacuzzi the other night and played the strawberry whipped cream game, things would have been a little bit different. Honestly, if you are who you seem to be, I want to be able to be friends with you. Friends are like so hugely important to me.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The race is on.
I'm not asking you to do anything. All I'm saying is it's an unfair advantage.
Well, they basically, anybody that's friends with you, you're friends with her, they screwed us.
Sweetheart.
Neither one of you have done anything to me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
But
so now, you and I vote for Sherry, and the other 9 vote for you.
It would make me feel better at least. You guys got to nip it in the bud while you can. Say, for instance, you get head of household next week, okay? You put up Will and Mike on the Choppin' Block. One of them is definitely going no matter what.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So then, in my opinion, Will would be the one to go. I would hope so, because I think everyone's a little nuts with him at this point. The whole household is.
My God. Half man, half amazing.
We follow him like sheep, but go ahead.
If you're able to make it so you get those guys out of here, you're going to live a much better life in here anyway.
You say those guys, oh, I know that. You mean Will, Shannon, and Mike. They're our biggest threat.
And Justin.
Nicole planted the seed last night and is trying to get, and I'm willing to go along with it, and I hope it works. Nothing against Sherry, but trying to get a bunch of us to vote against Sherry so that Nicole can stay in the house, and then we can come to an agreement that one of the 2 nominations is going to be Will. Will is being a dictator, and he needs to go.
Sherry is just your consummate smoking mom. She's just hot. Every way you look at her, she's sexy. I can't think of any fault in her as a hot mom. She's just smoking.
Dude, she's good looking. She's sweet, dude. She'd be like Cameron and stuff.
Younger men kind of scare me and intimidate me a little bit. You know, it's something that I've been attracted to, but because I have a 17-year-old son, it's something that I've kept away from.
The Mrs. Robinson episode.
Cuckoo, ka-choo.
I agree.
For women her age, I think Cheryl's body is in the 99th percentile.
Yeah.
You know?
You are the coolest mom.
I can relate to her on lots of levels, and last night we had a really great talk about kids, and I get a lot of wisdom from her about what my life is going to be like when my child is older.
Mom, you know what? I don't miss you. I go, you don't? And he goes, no, every time I turn the TV on, your face is there.
Your kids at home are just going, I got the coolest mom.
I'm very well liked, but I think we're going to hit a point where everybody's going to be so well liked. It could be a strategy.
Cheryl is vivacious, funny.
Did I make any sense?
She loves to cook.
We still have
She's
corn in
definitely an asset to this house, which is exactly why she was nominated. Nobody really wants to lose Cheryl.
Cheryl was nominated solely because she is so well liked by the house that you could nominate her without guilt, knowing that no one else would purposely try to evict her. It's no secret that Nicole is not well liked and Cheryl is very well liked.
I think it's a little bit scary for Cheryl being a nominee, only because she probably didn't even have an idea that she would be in the first round.
Sherry is a bigger threat to anyone who wants to win this game simply because she is currying favor with everyone by being everyone's mother, but she's very passive-aggressive in doing it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
And she is putting thoughts in people's heads about, hey, so-and-so's not doing his work, so-and-so's not cleaning up his glasses, so therefore she is a threat.
As far as me winning this game, I see Cheryl as a threat to me. You are the mom that everybody has dreamed of having.
Because I think Mike went to her and said, look, Sherry, even put an empty suitcase. You don't even need to pack.
You know, it could be a sneaky way to start getting rid of people who are well-liked.
And we're kind of looking at that a little bit like, you know, some of these guys think they got this thing figured out and they're working this game, but, you know, it may not be what they appear.
We're all in here, and this is a game, and I don't think you should ever count your eggs before they hatch.
This guy gets so ugly and so weird.
Turn around.
I think beauty is about symmetry. I consider myself to have a very good eye for cosmetic beauties.
Will and Hardy are like picking up tips from the women, although Will has some cool lip stuff.
Will just, he kills me the way he struts around here like a peacock.
I hope that everyone has underestimated my potential for just massive destruction.
I'm developing a lot of friendships in here. The way I live is like your dream way to live.
It's really pissing off a lot of people.
And I just asked him, I'm like, didn't we just talk about this morning? You know, I'd like to be able to participate, do what I need to do, but I think that's crappy. And he's like, well, tough. You're one person, we're 10.
I'm hoping that Will has really upset Kent, Monica, Krista, and Autumn, and me, and of course, Nicole. So there's 6 of us that are sick of Will. So now my new strategy is to get rid of Will as soon as possible, because basically I can't wait till he's gone.
You would love American Psycho. The guy, he comes out like, he kills these women, but he comes out buck naked in the hall. He's got these yellow gloves on. And he's just
absolutely no capacity for sympathy. Did you hear that conversation?
They bring him in the ER, and we're so cool. Like, there's no sympathy. We're just like, oh, you're at a club, got your ass beat, and I sew up their face. Oh, really? And then the cops take them away after we clean them up, you know? Like, the nurses wipe them off, hose them down, I sew up their face, take some x-rays of the head. If they're fine, I'm like, take them out, boys.
He said he has no sympathy. If he sees the parents of a child who is dying, he just says, hey, get over it. I'm like, and you're a doctor, pal?
Yeah,
he stunned me.
Okay, the war is
God. Will's got to be the leader, man. He's Attila the Hun.
But I do know that he's controlling this entire environment, and he likes it, and he thinks it's going to get him to the top
Well, he's
spot.
always felt he's a leader. He's a doctor. He's,
And that's great in outside life, but that's not like in here.
Tomorrow morning, I will be initiating a voluntary fast that everyone has agreed to partake in, and I told everyone that I think we should do this because people are violating the 7 deadly sins, specifically 3. greed, gluttony, and sloth.
We discussed a 24-hour fast just for, mental cleansing and...
Yeah, man.
And I'm telling you...
That'll be a non-exercise day.
I don't know what his motivation was besides seeing if he can move his little chess pieces any way he wanted to.
When you haven't eaten for 36 hours, you appreciate, smells, you appreciate noises, you appreciate things that you never realized before. And if anyone else was interested in doing it, I would definitely be talking to you.
Experience.
I'll do it. Cool.
Okay.
I told everyone that I created the fast for spiritual cleansing, which was total BS. It puts me in a position of power, and if people are wondering what I think, then I have some ability to control them. I can be the puppeteer, and they can be the marionettes. Shannon. Let's cut to the chase.
We're hang out, we're friends, we're like brother, sister.
I consider her to be a sister. A hot sister who I'm trying to hook up with, but a sister nonetheless. What? If this camera wasn't on, what would you do right now?
If we had no cameras here at all?
Yeah.
I can't say. I don't see Will and I being more than just friends right now. Every day we continue to hang out and we learn more and more and more.
Oh God, that's really hot. Okay.
No.
No? You gotta be kidding me.
Will and I are kind of like monkeys in the fact that we're helping each other groom. It's not like we're picking fleas out of each other's hair, but he asked for some night cream and I put it on his forehead for him because he's worried about his wrinkles. Now you're gonna wake up tomorrow all broken out and you're gonna blame it on me.
I'm gonna get Botox is what I'm gonna do.
It's always nice when somebody else is willing to help out.
That's really not cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting some sort of sense of traction here, and I just want to make sure that it's not the context of this house, because I would be attracted to you outside of the context of this house.
Are you sure? How do you know?
I'm positive.
How do you know?
But I just would. I'm just telling you, honestly. You are in a house, locked in, sexually frustrated, and I don't want to be the guy that serves your purpose until you could
Wow,
escape.
you were so saying that
No.
I would just hook up for sexual purposes.
No, I'm not. I
was
didn't
such a
say
slap
that.
in the
No,
face.
that's not what I said. What I
Yeah,
said
it
is,
was.
no, I said is that would be my fear because I clearly am interested in much more.
I'm not hooking up with anybody in this house.
Okay. Me neither.
The whole, snuggling, cuddle thing, it's not a bad thing at all.
You know, I'm very delicate and fragile. I'm not the kind of person who can be left alone on a cot.
You even said the M word yesterday. What? You said the M word yesterday. What did I say? You said something about us being married in 2 years.
Oh, Dennis, no way. What are you talking about?
There's a reason why I'm 29. I've never been married. There's someone else out there for me that's my match.
Of course, I'd love to have sex. The cuddling is solely for warmth.
I started slowly coming out to people in the house, and I kept avoiding coming out to Kent because I really wasn't comfortable, and I was very nervous about coming out to Kent. The very, very first night that we were here, he said to me that he can't stand it when a homosexual gets in his face and tries to tell him that being a homosexual is not abnormal.
You know, it used to be sickos, weirdos, and freaks. Now it's alternative lifestyle. And it's not cool to not think that's cool. But don't come throw it in my face and try to tell me it's normal. Through your body language, I thought you were gay.
I am gay.
You are? Mm-hmm. Because I think everybody here thinks that you're hetero. They asked what your wife's name was, and you said, well, I'm not saying that because, I think everybody...
Right, I'm not going to come out to a group of people. I come out to people individually once they get to know me.
I understand. You were telling us that you were hetero, and
I never told anybody I was hetero.
Well, I think everybody assumed that when you started talking about...
I can't help what people assume. I never told anyone that I was straight.
Okay. Well, I thought you were saying you were straight.
I didn't say I was straight.
Well, but somebody asked you your wife's name. You didn't correct them and say, I don't have a wife. So I thought you were telling me that you were hetero because you were telling me you had a wife.
You made that assumption.
You said you had a wife.
No, I had never said the word
Somebody
wife.
asked if you had a wife, what your wife's name was. And you said, hey, I'm not gonna...
I didn't say I had a wife. I never said the word
Your partner is your
wife.
wife?
Huh?
Your partner is your wife?
No, I have a husband.
Okay. But somebody asked you what your wife's name was.
Right, that was Monica.
And you didn't say, I don't have a wife.
No.
You said, I'm going to keep that private.
I did not say I don't have a wife.
So you did skirt the issue.
Yeah, I admit
Okay,
that
so-
because I'm not going to out myself in front of everybody in a
But
group.
what I was going to say to you in apologizing is if you were heterosexual and I made an assumption through your body language that you were gay, I apologize for that.
Okay.
Have you, from the day you were born, know that you were gay?
all through growing up, I just wanted to hang out with the guys. And in high school, I wanted to go to the prom with a guy, you know. I've never
What has
been...
it done in your life? I mean, it's got to have been, there have to have been horrible for hurdles to cross.
It's awful. It's awful. I mean, I spent 21...
When did you actually come out to anyone? I mean, did you stay in the closet for a long time?
For 21 or 22 years, yeah. And I prayed and prayed.
Did it make you feel ashamed?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was raised
I'm
in a
afraid.
very... Well,
Something's wrong with me?
Yeah, I was raised, and my mom, she didn't want me to be gay. I mean, I didn't want to be gay. And so I would pray, and I'd be up at the altar, and I'd be crying and everything. It's like, please, make me straight. Why are you doing this? And I would cry at night going to sleep and pray that I would wake up straight. And I would end up praying, you know, at one point, if I don't wake up straight, I don't want to wake up.
Have you ever
I don't want to wake
encountered-
up. Who would want to choose to be gay when you can't even walk down the street and hold the hand of the person that you love and show affection for your love? Go home and try going out in public and try not showing affection for your wife. Trying to act like this is your sister
So if you
or
had
something
your
like
choice,
that.
if you could snap your fingers and be straight, you would?
In this country, at this time, yes, because being straight is the majority, and being straight is you're not going to get beat up for being straight.
Oh, I know.
You're not going to be threatened. You're not going to be chained to a fence like Matthew Shepard and beaten to death because you're gay.
Sure. I admire the courage it takes to be who you are in a straight world.
Thank you for admiring that and for recognizing
it. It takes a great deal, and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
After Bunky and I spoke last night, I mean, I got up and hugged him and said, you know, welcome Gay Bunky to the household, because I know it took a lot of courage.
Initiating the fast allowed me to be a puppeteer. I kind of look over the stage and I play the marionettes, and they follow whatever I say.
It's almost like mind control.
And you used to break the fast yet?
No. Marty comes and asks me, Krista, did you have pretzels in your bed? Because you know Autumn's sleeping in my bed. And I said, no. And he says that she's got pretzels, like whole pretzels, all by her mouth and her pillow and on the floor.
I make sure and get to Will and tell him that, yes, I ate some pretzels, and boy, am I sorry.
The fast was originally 24-hour fast. Autumn lasted about 3 hours.
Why are you worried about telling Will?
Because it's Will's
I got you
fast.
reporting to somebody. What do you mean it's Will's fast?
It was his idea.
There's one king in the castle here. It's Will controlling and looming over the entire world that we have in here.
I think we got about another, couple hours.
Oh, man.
You guys are hungry? I'm not hungry at all.
I'm like, the sun was still out when last time we ate.
Okay.
An hour, we could probably eat.
That's a lot.
I did a 24-hour fast, and I ate when Kent sat down to eat, because I was probably a couple hours over when my 24 hours was done, and yet they still looked at me like, yeah, she didn't do the fast, which I could really give two about anyway.
There's actually only 3 people left doing it, which is Shannon, myself, and Justin.
Well, I didn't realize what people think, that like they're going to be ostracized if they don't do it. And I never meant for it to be like that.
Exactly. It was something to do my entire life. I honestly didn't think I could do it. I take that back, because I can do anything I want.
The fast did achieve the desired result for me. I wasn't anticipating any type of spectacular, revelation to take place, but it confirmed that Autumn has no willpower whatsoever.
I was going like this. And Bunky goes, are you okay? I was like, I said, I can't. It's a group activity, but it also is a spiritual thing, and you do it how you see fit.
And that Justin has a lot more than I suspected.
So, like, am I going to have super eyesight now that I've fasted for 24 hours a day, correct?
Yeah. The fast did end. It only emphasized what I had already suspected, that some people would have weaker willpower than others.
We're all sitting around talking about how fat we're eating right now, and it's great, but we're running out of food, and that's not cool at all.
Gante lost at least 4 pounds in the last 3 days.
We're going to be out of food, like, so soon.
But we got to get food, man. Bro, 2 dozen eggs for a dozen people. What are you, nuts?
It's going to be some hell if y'all don't let me have a bowl of granola cereal.
So it's our first luxury competition, and my responsibility is to gather up the troops, bring them outside, and explain to them how we're going to win our first luxury that Big Brother has to offer.
Tell us where the love is.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I'm gone, you'll have exactly 5 minutes to decide the entree or type of cuisine you'd like for dinner tonight. Once you've made a group decision, you must spell out your choice on the white line below, using only your bodies as letters. When I return, you must remain absolutely silent as I climb back up here and attempt to read your choice out loud. If we are successful, Big Brother will reward us with the meal you chose with all the trimmings. Good luck.
Okay,
They all know I'm a vegetarian. They don't take it into consideration because just like Will says, well, there's 10 of them and 1 of me.
Tofu! Okay, I'm just kidding.
No, wait, it has to be 12 letters. Chicken parm.
It's got to be 11 letters.
Chicken parm. It's 11.
We might have to join together to make a letter. There were some of us that really wanted sushi so bad.
Sushi we can spell very
Sushi?
easily.
They don't cook that stuff, though.
What do you want?
You gotta pick something easy, man. Our bodies don't
What do you
run
want?
that well.
What do you want?
I don't care. I want what anyone
Marty, what do you want?
Let's do it.
I'll eat.
And as soon as the word was said and Will agreed with it, boom, that was it. We're doing it. Filet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
can make it F.
I see.
You need to use a letter. Yes. If you have to be alone, the F's gonna have to come down here, and the I's gonna have to be in the middle, so that everybody
we have to be on this line.
Your feet are nothing.
3 minutes left.
Justin, you want to go like this and put your legs like this so it looks like a little eye.
And I gotta come down. We got about 2 minutes.
Okay, wait, okay. Maybe come just a little more down.
So Will just grabbed the ball and ran with it.
Come just a little bit this way, Nicole, because otherwise I'm going to be sitting.
Just remember
Justin,
when
come up
you're
a couple
straighten
inches.
up.
Shannon, move your butt just a little more toward Justin. Monica, if you would scoot up more toward the top of the thing.
Half a minute. Are we
Look,
okay on the
you
top
guys
of
look
the
good. Like, here's the line. This is for the... Okay.
Come on, Will.
Will, assume a position, bro.
Remember, you guys, don't talk.
Nobody say anything once Mike comes up. You can't say anything.
This is to you.
Freeze.
You guys better have spelled sushi. Even if I had 3 solid letters, I could probably play a little, fill in the blank there, a little hangman. F-I-L-E-T. I wanted to guess fish, but I wasn't technically sure that if I said fillet of fish, that was an actual name of an entree. F-I-L-E-T. Filet mignon.
Of course, the health guys would like to have protein drinks and avocado and spinach dip and all that foo-foo crap. But I'm excited by the fact we get a big old slab of meat.
Yeah, it's a tight fillet.
Medium rare. I'm starving.
Can I have a rare? I'll just take it on here. Rare.
I am in starch heaven.
I know.
Oh, God. Oven.
I'll take a...
Nicole was not real crazy about the choice of entree, so I think a lot of us will be giving up some vegetables tonight.
Ladies, you better get in here because these potatoes are going.
This is a really big salad with tomatoes.
An extra steak.
Oh, God. Smell this.
It's awesome.
You know what? The bottom line is we're eating a nice meal. We're eating a better meal than we would have otherwise. So everyone can just stop complaining and be happy, and we're cool.
I'll spell a word for 5 minutes every day if they'll break it.
I mean, it's fine. It's cool. I just hope that I get like a really, really big baked potato or something, you know?
Bunky likes to blow. It's not a bad thing.
I'm trying to find the power to stay in it. If I can get past this float, I'm telling you, the game is taking a huge change.
Last night, I realized that I had some sort of support, and that's when I started putting on my, vote for Nicole to stay in buttons to everyone.
You got a good chance to possibly stay in the house, but you need to just play it cool. You need to not jump in any conversations. You need to be observant. You need to, but don't interrupt anybody, because the minute you interrupt somebody, it's pushy, it's too assertive, it's controlling. Well, you've done it a couple times. It's hard not to do. Don't even get any more into the thing. I think Monica's rolling over on the whole thing to you. Yeah. I mean, I think she's rolling over to other people, so it's going to kill your chances.
If I had to do it right now, you told me I have to do it, otherwise I get kicked out of the house, it would be Nicole.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have at least some definites? Because all you need is 6. And right now you got 3 because you got me and Kent next. Definites. That's 100%.
I have.
Krista, I'm sure you did that.
I don't know about Krista because she's tighter with Will.
But Will has nothing to do with this.
It seems like Will has everything to do with everything, honey. The way I feel
I know you don't
is...
like Will. I already know that. I just want to tell you, I don't want to see you leave. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
I think you're a great part of this. And I think you contribute a lot more than she's contributing. She's as phony as a $2 bill.
You think
there's
so?
Nobody more phony. You think there's anyone more phony than Sherry?
I think Nicole has a chance of staying in the house. And Nicole is really a good person. Everybody's going to think it's going to be Nicole, but I really don't think it will be. I have no doubt I'm going to vote for Nicole to stay in the house. Will, I do enjoy his stories, but basically I think he's obnoxious. But I'm gonna pretend, you know, to be in kind of like the cool chick, the country girl, and just go along with whatever he says for now. But God help I get head of household, because he's gone.
They're like, we want you to give up now. And my team's like, no! They're like, come on, give up.
Who is less of a threat, Sherry or Nicole? To anybody in here? No. Sherry's the passive-aggressive mama who works you like a violin.
Okay.
If I was looking at who was a threat, Sherry's more of a threat than Nicole.
Ay, 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 my, ay, ay, ay. You see me? Ay, 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 ay.
See it now? Oh, yeah.
What am I thinking?
Nicole, let me tell you something. Nicole will never nominate you. I talked to Nicole. Nicole thinks the world of you.
I am vengeance bitch now. I want to get Will the hell out of here, and you know what? My ass can get kicked out of here the 3rd week, and I will walk out with a smile on my face, just knowing I got Will out of here.
Cardinal Finney over there.
Yeah. Ladies, another job well done.
Excellent, really.
You want cabbage?
Yeah, kind.
Lemon say grace? If I may.
Yeah. Be serious.
Oh,
I'll walk
dead
up.
serious. Dear God, thank you for this meal before us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen. Right to the point, you know what I mean? You just want to give thanks. That's what it is. And we gave thanks.
Some people think he takes it too far. Some people don't know him and think that he's serious. And I don't ever think he's serious. And Justin and I had a little talk about, I'm like, Justin, you got to tell me when you're serious. And one of the things that he said he was serious about is don't whack him in the head.
The last person smacked me in the head, bro. You know what he had? A circle on his f***ing eye. Also concussion. He also was missing 3 teeth. You're so lucky that there's money to be one on the show, because if there wasn't, I would really beat the piss out of you right now.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. All right, now get out of my face.
He's a bully. He's threatening. He's intimidating.
What happened last night, Justin apparently took Kent's pillow without asking.
He took your pillow. Somebody who goes into your room and takes your personal pillow off your bed and just walks out with it, and it's the second time he's done it. It just wasn't acceptable for me.
He's all fired up.
I went in the palace, and I grabbed the pillow, and I went to lay back down on my bed. So next thing you know, Ken comes in, you know, like a bat out of hell, and he's like, "That's my pillow. That's the second time you took it. This and that." I'm like, "Yeah, take your pillow."
Hey, Justice. It's real funny, man, but it's my pillow.
I'm like, take it. Damn, Ken.
Take all the pillows you want, man. That's my personal one.
I go right back in the palace, and I grab another pillow, and it's actually like a sofa pillow.
I've got one personal pillow that I would like to keep, and it's the second time that he's taken it off my bed and just stuck it under his head and started using it. It's almost, I feel as if this is like a prison mentality, and he's like trying to make me his, quote, bitch.
And I'm like showing it to him like through the window or whatever, and I don't know, he's like just all pissed off.
That's the second time you've taken that same pillow of mine. You can have those all you want.
I go out there, I said, I got a pillow. I didn't know it was your personal pillow from home.
That's the first time I touched on these pillows, right? You want to see the second time?
It's the second
Stand up
time.
like a man, put your hands up, so I'm gonna knock the out of you, bro.
It's the second time
That's the first
you
time I
took
ever
that
took
pillow.
No, that's the first time I ever took that pillow, right?
No.
I'm gonna say one
in the
last
house.
time. That's the first time I ever touched any of the pillows.
In the house.
No, in the house.
You took
any
that
of
pillow the other night.
No, I didn't.
You took the
No,
pillow
I
the
didn't.
other
I had a
I even
pillow.
told you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I even told you.
Get it straight if you can see
I
something.
told
I
you
got no
that.
problem with
You
you saying
told
I
you
took that
one
pillow.
minute.
I got no problem with that. Don't say the second time.
It's the second time.
No, it's not.
I was terribly intimidated by him because he's a big physical presence. He's half my age. He's a strong fellow, you know, who does a lot of weightlifting.
I'm sorry, Ken.
I was humiliated to be treated that way in front of 2 of the other house guests.
You know, I was a little fired up at the time, too. But that's just the way I talk, and that's the way I get. And, you know, that's pretty much like kind of part of my game. People never know when I'm serious, ever.
That's his shtick. He does things in front of others to embarrass and humiliate you, and then comes over by himself going, "Hey, man, I really didn't mean that."
I didn't do it on purpose, man. Not for nothing, bro.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it, man. No, that's not an apology as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if he wants to apologize, let him apologize in front of the people that he humiliated me in front of. My position on Justin right now is I do not want to align myself with him.
Listen, while we're out here all alone, can I kiss you on the cheek?
No, no kissing.
On the cheek? My God, are you a nun? Can I kiss you on the cheek? Is that a crime?
Ooh, what if I was a nun?
How is it that me being a very available young, arguably, you know what, actually at this moment, arguably one of the most available bachelors in the United States of America, probably one of people's most beautiful people of the year next year, top 20, is begging for a
Okay, is
kiss.
this confidence or cockiness?
No, it's not. Listen, it's neither. It's neither. This is, I consider myself a realist. I don't kiss girls. Girls kiss me.
Oh. God, it's such a horrible predicament for you. How do you live with yourself?
You know what the beauty of it is? When I go on a date, I know if a girl likes me or not because she kisses me.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it really simple.
Yeah.
I've never initiated a first kiss.
Really?
I don't have to do that. You realize right at this moment, there's probably like, I'd say at least 500,000 14-year-old girls yelling at their TV, Shannon, you idiot, you kiss him. Like, we love him so much. Are you retarded, Shannon? Lean over and kiss the boy. He's begging for your affection.
Oh, okay. Is there more beer in there too?
Let's get over.
No, I like you over there where I can stare at you.
You gotta be. You're just hot, that's all.
No, it's your imagination, I promise.
You know what, Shannon, seriously, like, you had a couple beers, and I would not want to, I wouldn't want you to say anything that you wouldn't mean.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, you think that just, 3 beers, I'm out of control and I just have no control over what I say or what I do?
I just don't want you to...
Alcohol is truth serum, you know that.
I don't want you to say anything.
You know that better than anybody.
Well, listen, that's probably true. So tell me some truths.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, what do you want to tell me? Listen, I know we joke around a lot, and in all seriousness, just so you know, I really appreciate your company. I think you're really cool. You're clearly very attractive, and you're the kind of person that I could see myself with. Sorry. Just sort of slept tonight.
It's all right. It's not such a bad thing.
I feel really nauseous for some reason.
Ooh.
It has nothing to do with you.
Oh.
Maybe, you know, maybe it's like a wave of maybe it's a wave of passion.
Just go with the flow, hang out, have a good time.
I have zero power.
0. The only power I have is what's mine, and nobody else's.
What'd you do? I have scratches and cuts all over me.
For what reason?
This girl I've been cuddling with at night. I do have a message for her boyfriend at home. He's out of here. It's over for him. That's completely done with. I think that I have reached it here with her.
Good night,
Big Brother is on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But to see what goes on in the house 24/7, subscribe to the Big Brother live video stream on the net. Just go to CBS.com and order now.
If I was to say definitely who's going to vote for Nicole, Will, Shannon, Justin, Krista, well, I don't even know.
So Hardy's really the deciding vote. If Nicole stays in this house, it's going to be war from that point on.
There's no way that people are going to evict Cheryl out ahead of Nicole. Cheryl's just too well liked.
I think Nicole, if she was left in the house, she's so volatile. There's just no telling what she could do. I'm going to be glad to seeing her go because I'm scared of her, and I'll admit that.
I think that it's been a really lucky experience for me. I think everyone here is really cool.
I have very strong feelings that Nicole will not last long in this game, and I consider her to be zero threat.
She's ready to go. She's geared up. And, you know, I keep thinking, heck, it could be me. You never know.
I don't know. I mean, I think Autumn and Bunky are with me. Hardy said he doesn't think that I'm totally out either and not to give up.
A lot of people in here have jumped to really quick conclusions, and that's why we all find ourselves in situations that we're in.
I cannot wait until, hopefully, I stay in here. I get to look a couple people dead ass in the eyes and give them that mean little bitchy ass smirk that I'm going to.
I've had a great time, and I'm so sorry I'm crying, but
It's
I'm really,
okay. It's all right.
I've been emotional today, and I don't know why.
The entire dynamic of this house is completely turning around.
Who will be the first evicted house guest, Nicole or Cheryl? Find out live this Thursday night.